Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. Another update is passed, meaning we have another update video for you guys today. So we're going to be going over everything you need to know post-update on the 17th of April. But if you're new here, as always, I'm Chrono. I'm going to cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate to subscribe as we work our way towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, here we are. We're on the NGS site as we normally are. Really quick note for those of you guys who are like, hey, why would I sit here and listen to this guy read all this information for me and I could just do that myself? Well, you're absolutely right. You can. Head over to PSO2.com. Actually, it's NGS.PSO2.com. It'll take you directly to the site and you can scroll on down, and all the important stuff usually has a little red tag next to it. You don't have to wait for me to make the video to post all that stuff in the video description. However, if you are watching this video now and you're like, I want to read it myself, just go to the video description. I post all the important links down there. Or I'd appreciate it if you're going to disappear to at least toss a like on the video and maybe just to comment saying, hey, thanks for the links, or yoinked, or see ya, nerd, something like that. It all helps out the algorithm. Or you can't think of anything else, just type algorithm. I feel like that's super cool and it does help out a ton. But let's go ahead and start with the update information. Oh, hang on. No, I want to start that, but that's okay. So go to the update information. The update details, article. If you scroll on down, any patch notes are going to be included at the very bottom here. System updates, drop items have been added to the SEAL Exploration Quest Alpha Environmental Testing Zone. We'll have to check that when we get in game. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, the weekly task suppress Dark Falz Aegis has been changed to suppress Dark Falz Dalion. Dalion, I'm going to pronounce it. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced. But Dark Falz Dalion or Dark Falz Dalion. April update information, we can see here's the boy, a new Falz fight, new Falz Starless, 4 players, quest failure after a set number of incapacitations, probably 5. Gather your friends and face this new menace. So our brand new fight is our new piece of high-end content that you want to push to gear up for to be able to clear. Not sure how the drop rate's going to be on these new weapons. I mean, we actually do know how the drop rate's going to be. They've kind of announced exactly what it's going to be. Essentially, it's going to be what 10-star drop rates are minus campaigns. So when 10 stars, after they buff all the drop rates, they buff the drop rates during campaigns. So something to keep in mind. So it will be what 10-star drop rates were buffed to, and then minus the campaign buffs. So they mentioned that specifically because they did it at the same time, and the campaigns went away. The 10-star drop rates were what they were. And there's people like, oh, I farmed during the drop rates and I didn't even get one. Well, same, dude. But it was very obvious that they did drop quite a bit because the prices plummeted pretty quickly. So drop rates will be much better. We'll have to see. The biggest bottleneck on this will be how many people are actually able to clear this fight to be able to get drops in the first place. With other content, there were drops that were coming from a lot of other resources and other locations other than just one fight. So if it's only coming from this one fight, you're not able to clear it. It's less people that are actually going after those drops, the less people that are available to get those drops that have those chances. So pretty much going to be the big bottleneck here, but I digress. New 11-star Wingguard weapon series is a drop. Yep. It's potential increased damage to enemies for a set time after hitting them with a photon blast. So this is interesting. I'm not sure if this means it's a debuff on the enemy or if it's a buff on the player. So it potential increases damage to enemies for a set amount of time after hitting them with a photon blast. It could be either or based on the wording that's used for it. If it's a buff to the player, I feel like that's the best case scenario. If it's a debuff on the enemy, you have to be very careful. It'll be ran on bosses, but on like random mobs and random enemies, it might not be as good. So let me keep in mind, we'll be covering the strength of the weapon, hopefully in tomorrow's video, but we'll have to see. And that's, oh, I'm sorry, almost skipped over something. New parts, parts for SG. I don't really care about these. They're not that good looking personally. So if this is your jam, awesome. There are more parts for you to use in creative spaces. And new title task for major. Yep, cool. So new title task completed, and ARC's record for Trainia, Parkour, Master, Solo, and all classes. And that's it for the update details. Moving on, we have the Alpha Super Origin Festival Countdown Campaign. It's basically just a countdown campaign where they're giving out a few music discs every single day. I believe these are the music discs. Get a free song every day starting on the 17th. So as long as you log in, you can get your free disc and get your free music. So pretty cool. I like the key art that's used here. Very, very nice. And that's not all. One day before Alpha Super Origin Festival, Tuesday, you can get a commemorative stamp for the 3rd anniversary of NGS. So this is basically just leading up to 3rd anniversary stuff that I believe starts next week. Pretty sure it's next week. And then just talks about how to receive the items, and that's pretty much it here. We do have premium user PSO2 day coming up. It is on the 22nd. They always do the day before, so you get 21st at 8 p.m. going through the 23rd at 8 a.m. Meaning the 22nd, it's all day long. Starts on the 21st, so you can start early. This is because they're 24-hour boosts, and they want to make sure that you have the ability to use your entire boost the entire day. Premium PSO2 days up, and it's not locked to a specific time frame. You can start it on the 21st at 8 p.m. and you have it all the way until the 22nd at 8 p.m. meaning you can farm all day long, even if you have to go to sleep. So they do this primarily because boosts continue even after you're logged out, which sucks. I really wish they would change that personally. I honestly would put more value in purchasing boosts or getting boosts if they actually stopped and you could like pause them and use them properly, but that's a conversation for another video. 70 SG now instead of 50. So you complete 50 SG just for logging in and 20 SG for completing the tasks during premium PSO2 day. And looks like experience rate, rare drop rate. I mean, this is cool, but I really wish they would they would tack on some other bonuses with this as well. Things that base PSO2 sees are item enhancement success rate, augmentation success rate, enhancement experience plus 15% when enhancing a weapon. Would be nice to see stuff like that pop up in NGS as well. But of course, campaigns are different. This is done primarily because base PS2 really doesn't get a whole lot. I would like to see them get more person, not just this, but like mission pass stuff that's specific to them. See previous, what are they called? Previous events roll out kind of like on a schedule would be great. They don't have to be randomized, just on a schedule would be fantastic. And it would be a pretty big breath of fresh air for those who want to enjoy base PSO2. As it stands right now, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's there. And if you experienced it back when it originally came out, then you probably are all set up pretty well. But if you're going back right now and you're, having to try to build up into some of the better gear sets, it's pretty rough. So first time free AC scratch ticket campaign. This is actually huge. So they're actually doing a free scratch for the this AC scratch basically. So when you log in, you'll get one free scratch, meaning everyone is guaranteed to get something that's worth some money. Here's the part that sucks. It's RNG. You may get super lucky and get, this hairstyle up here, which is probably going to be worth quite a bit. Or you could be super unlucky and get, maybe this one that's not worth as much, or this one that's not worth as much, or something like that. It just depends on how lucky some people get and how sought after the hairstyle is. Especially when it comes to specific hairstyles that aren't worth very much. They're going to be worth even less because everyone will be able to get a hold of at least one for free. But it does allow us to get at least one free scratch on the hairstyle scratch campaign, meaning that if you don't like it and you're able to sell it, you'll be able to make some money off of that. And if it's not worth very much right now, it's always best to hold on to it to a later date. It might be worth more later when it's not in rotation. And that's pretty much it for this AC scratch. It shows off a couple of different hairstyles. Pretty cool stuff. And I hope to see this done more in the future. Realistically, it'd be really cool if every single AC scratch just had a one-time free draw and that went along with it as well. I think that would be something that the player base would like a lot. I feel like the dev team would get a lot of mileage out of that. And then we have the NGS headline that is actually on the 23rd this month. This is super early for a headline, and it's actually very, very surprising. Just taking a look at the description to see kind of what we're going to expect. So in this update, we'll be sharing information about version 2 updates scheduled for release in May, along with some videos. In addition, we're unveiling info on new collabs and sneak peek footage of the new content coming in July to celebrate the PSO2 anniversary. So the PSO2 anniversary is coming up. This is going to give us some sneak peek information about what's on the horizon. So it should be interesting. They have been erring on the side of caution for a lot of updates, but we have been seeing a lot of quality of life stuff. My big so it's tough because there's not really they wouldn't really announce it in here if it's going to happen. It's a quality of life update, but I really want to see if they stick to their usual timetable of announcing something in the operation report and then it being available in the next month. Those of you guys who follow my content, you know I'm exactly what I'm thinking of. It's augmentation transfer. I'm really hoping they talk about it this headline, or it's coming up either this headline or maybe next headline. I'm hoping this headline, like I'm fingers crossed it's this headline, because that would kind of go along with every other situation they've had where they talk about something that's quality of life and then it just shows up the following month. Of all quality of life features, this is the one I really, really want to be in that timeline. But I think that's everything when it comes to articles. We're going to go ahead and log in game and take a look at some of what's changed. All right, here we are in game. Get the usual information that's on the horizon. First time for AC scratch is available. Would you like to confirm? So they give you the opportunity to do your AC scratch almost immediately. It even pops up down here too. That's insane. They really want you to do that first time free AC scratch. So like there's no excuse for you not getting your AC scratch. Sure, we'll go ahead and do ours and get it out of the way. It's always a little bit tricky because it shows your AC amount. I have enough for doing the scratch anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but we'll get it knocked out. So long bangs is what we got. Not going to use it. I don't think that's really anything, to be honest. I think I kind of got hosed a little bit, unfortunately. Well, you know what? 4.6 mil. Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. All right, it looks like we have some campaign items. They're giving us color change pass, salon pass. Oh, the unscheduled maintenance. We get 20 SG. We take those. And their first song, Future Emblem. Okay, so that's where those are going to be coming from. That's pretty cool. I believe we still have our daily free SG scratch. Look through here. It's the ARCS record. Awesome. Usual mail stuff. Okay. Mission pass is mission pass, so nothing too crazy there. Tasks, I believe, updated weekly. Yep, the weekly tasks have updated, so we're good to go there. And the last thing I want to take a look at here, we just hop up here, talk to the quest counter person, take a look at Lucille, and click on it here. You can see the Zova weapons are here. We have the standard armor. I don't really see anything new that's been added. I'm not sure why they mentioned specifically Lucille has some new stuff added to it. So it doesn't look like they added. I was kind of afraid they were gonna add the 11-star weapons to Lucille. Like, I say afraid, but at the same time, probably not the worst thing in the world for them to do. But yeah, it looks like it's just over. So it looks like it's only going to be specifically from the new piece of content. I believe should show up on the world now. It is right there. So we can see Planet Crusher bullets. We can see the Wingguard series drops. So it looks to be pretty interesting. Wingguard series weapons dropping. We have armor. We have the Tissa Almaty and the Neos Astrian CV Almaty. Very nice. Very nice. Those are actually pretty nice camos. We have Endemio, Star Souls, and Foundia. But yeah, we're going to have to jump into that. We're actually going to be trying to clear that on stream after I get off of work today. So it's 6 o'clock. Usual stream time, 6 p.m. EST. I know we haven't been live the past couple of days. There's a lot been going on. But we will be live at 6 p.m. today to go ahead and see if we can get our clear in, try to push for that day one clear. Not really guaranteeing that happening. If we can get it in week one, that'd be nice. But if we could just get the clear in general, that'd be a lot of fun. Make sure we're not missing anything with cool. Yeah, no, nothing specific missing with mail. And I believe that is everything. Anything I missed, you guys feel free to let me know in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe when you keep up with more, and do all the YouTube things. It's super helpful. Take care, my friends. Peace out.